Got the hair cut off. How you like that? Happy Thursday. You know, the more I develop this YouTube channel with my market review each day, you know, I'm a full-time broker, so this is what I do every day regardless. And you know, you're always on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. You might as well take the time, you know, to interact and produce some content. And you know, YouTube's just a fascinating platform. You know, with my ambitions to be one of the top brokers in the state of Alabama, you know, I'm really rallying support behind, you know, pathways that are built by me, and you know, hoping to reach new heights. I've watched all these people that, you know, have mentored me and been the top producers for all these years when I was a baby in the game, and now I've kind of tweaked it, you know, to second generation should always be better than the first. So, you know, some of these producers that are 60 million a year, 100 million a year, you know, I like to think that there's a chance we could do 200 million a year. You know, one of the main ingredients to that is harnessing the sky now. I've got this development at the airport in Reform where we could harness the sky with our brokerage. And, you know, for sales it would be great, but for new construction, which is my specialty, it would be really good. So, you know, we could, the main thing is it's a humble approach, like Andy Turner said about his Hill House condos at the lake that they finally broke ground on after 2 years. I'm so proud of him for getting a groundbreaking ceremony after that long. I know how stressful that can be. But you know, it's a humble approach of just wanting to be home with my son every day, no matter what. So if we go to Huntsville, Gunnersville, Birmingham, Auburn, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, you know, any of these Alabama markets where my brokerage license is already good to go, I can facilitate it, you know, whether it be I be physically there or here in Tuscaloosa. But I can go check my job sites and come back the same day. Very ambitious, but you know, I've always held out with this company to make sure I've been thinking big enough. And like I said, I just watch, you know, these other guys that have taught me and I've been able to learn from. And so that's the game plan here. And I intend on doing that. But with all that said, I realize a lot of this being a new channel for marketing and such, I think this is best for investors. You know, working class people, when they're looking for a home, it's a little bit different. That type of buyer needs to contact me and tell me what they're looking for. They really don't have time, you know, to even spend 15, 30 minutes a day reviewing every single listing when they're wanting to hire a buyer agent and can filter through that for them. And I get it. And nowadays, buyers are relentless and they're super savvy. You know, they can review listings right away. So don't get me wrong, I don't want to blur the line there. But this video marketing effort has really turned into a good opportunity for my investment building. You know, the cash investors that, you know, I've got people that don't even work. They just own real estate, and that's what they do for money, whether they inherited money or got you know, something that got them started or whatever with their cash basis, you know, to continue to buy, sell, rent, buy, sell, rent. You know, that whole process, it's different with every single one of us. It's different with every single one of us. And, you know, so I really think the investment and potential investors are who can really benefit from this YouTube effort that I'm doing now, which is on a hyper-local basis, targeting, looking at these listings every single day as soon as they go in. And just to be ahead of that, I think investors can really benefit from it, especially with land. And I'd just like to mention, I've been doing this for a long time, and there are places, no matter what, you've got to have some money. You can't just get it for free. If you can't qualify for a loan to get a rental business property, that's okay. If you can come up with $5,000, $10,000, there is inventory that you can purchase in cash, get it rented, start collecting it, get your money back, and create a rental income asset. You do not have to think that it's just out of reach and it's not worth doing. I have a real different approach coming from Pickens County. There were no full-time real estate agents when I lived there for 20 years, from 1988 to 2009, or whenever I left and moved over here for school and starting to work. Moved 30 miles away, totally different market. There's a huge bursting at the seams market. A lot of this money going into Tuscaloosa County, it's just not being informed correctly about the potentials of these rural markets. The rural markets are where you can have buy-in prices lower than what it's worth, purchase properties that have equity in them right away, quicker payoff times. There's a ton of homes that were listed yesterday under $100,000. So if you rent them for $1,500 a month, even $1,000 a month, it's still not going to take near as long as doing some of these $500,000 investments or $6 million investments, especially if you're a beginner. So keep that in mind. I'm very tenured, and of course with me, you have the furniture as well, so you can keep all your properties that step up in desirability. That has been the secret dipping sauce for all my condominium clients, selling for the highest prices on record at most of these developments, that Advantage had back in the day. And Andy Turner, my old boss, that's who I worked for a long time, he developed several. And I hold those comps because we make it premium. The rest of them are not furnished, and mine are. New furniture, more desirable, ready to go. That's just what they're looking for. They're temporary occupants, just want to bring themselves and their clothes. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Somebody asked, are you seeing lower interest rates? A little bit, maybe a tenth of a point, something like that. A lot of what I'm seeing is, these it's kind of misleading too. They advertise a much lower rate than what the news or the current buzzwords are, and it says 4.9% interest for a brand new construction home. Well, that's an adjustable rate mortgage advertisement, where that 4.9 is only for 1 year or 2 years, and then it's balloon or fixed rate. It's going to go up no matter what. I have been seeing a lot of that, and just after this NAR settlement, a lot of this stuff needs to be addressed right now, while we're pivoting for change, and we've got to deal with the new rules and regulations and changes that have been implemented now. We've already been given our new documents from the local association, to address all that. So, but ultimately, the main thing, it doesn't really matter if you have a seller signing up for 5% or 6%, that buyer is now going to control that whole narrative. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get started here. It says 17 new listings. I don't believe that, though. A lot of these are from yesterday. I'm usually going live right at about that 23-hour mark, so it's not a full 24 hours, so some of them are still in there from just when we did the other broadcast just yesterday. Okay, I love it. First listing in the MLS. I see right now it is a in-house listing, which means it's got limited consensual dual agency if I were your buyer agent for this one. The sellers have listed with Catherine Rockhold, which is Advantage Realty as well. So I can represent you with this. It is in-house though. Tuscaloosa City North. Interesting listing. 1059 Fairfax Village. Fairfax Village subdivision. I think these are townhomes. 2-level, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's got Vestavia Elementary and Tuscaloosa County High School, which are the city school systems. Built in 1984, so it's late mid-century. Doesn't need lead-based paint disclosure though. Right under 1,800 square foot, 1786. And Catherine's got this one listed for $219,900. $219,900. Okay, next up, Tuscaloosa, 69 South area, 7223 Sandhurst Avenue, Sandbrook subdivision. Inglewood Elementary, Hillcrest High, this is the 69 area. Built in 1990, so it's just before turn of the century. Very good looking home on the profile picture. Just under a half-acre parcel at .45. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2 full bathroom, 1.5 level home. Listed with Stephanie McCullough at Next Home Legacy. I've never met her before. $269,900 is the asking price for that one. $269,000, 69 South. Alright, next up, we got Northport County, ever popular Grand Point. Grand Point's got a ton of new construction, ton of new money. You know, real popular area. 13707 Black Oak Drive. 1-level home, brand new construction, built this year, just under 2,100 square foot, 2,096 to be exact. Huntington Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School is the zoning. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. Danita Mims over at Quarter Real Estate. You know, Quarter is the exclusive listing company for the Builders Group. That's a family business that owns both. So they have all the exclusive listings for this. It is a Builders Group development. And so they're asking $427,900. And if you recall, new construction, that's the best one to take me up on my buyer agency offer to get that new furniture allowance paid from the commission. You've got to furnish that house. You might as well make it a better experience with new stuff. And even if you have furniture, which everybody does, you're going to need something. You're going to need something. You might as well use the opportunity to save some money when you have a big expense ahead of you. New construction, Builders Group, Grand Point. There's not many lots left. I've seen that. Alright, next up, back in Tuscaloosa, Brock Quarter Real Estate listed this one. Brock is the owner of the Builders Group, president of that company, as well as a licensed realtor for Quarter Real Estate. So that's pretty cool. It's like I said, it's a family business there. Love seeing that. Brock has put a commercial listing right there on Lurleen Wallace Boulevard, downtown. I was just looking at this when I went through on my way to Pickens County yesterday. I was just looking at this because I know they have it. It's owned by the company. 1107 Lurleen Wallace Boulevard North. It's got a 1/5 of an acre, .21, and it's prime time right there on Lurleen B. Wallace. Across from McDonald's, right beside the Builders Group new building. It's a really good spot. Corner lot, and they're asking $395,000 for that. So it's a good opportunity. I don't know. You know, with the zonings, you probably have to get some sort of variance to make that work. Of course, you could always go up. If you just go up, that would be a really good one to build something taller, parking under. And it's got the downtown location where, you know, all the new money and stuff would be willing to invest. So you can build some really nice condos there, but you have to go up, can't go out. Bright Quarter, good to see that. I saw him when I was getting a variance for my short-term rental property or short-term rental license for that new construction home I just built in Woodland Hills. Okay, Ileana Jones just put one in right now. Tuscaloosa City North, High Forest. It's not back towards the lake. This is over, it's actually closer to, it feels like Northport. It's right at the line. 1116 Pinemont Drive North. 3-level, 5-bedroom, 5 full bathroom, 1 half bath. It's got the Good City School System, Verner, Northridge. It was built in 1967, so it is mid-century, and it will need lead-based paint disclosure forms, but it's a big-ass house. 5,625 square foot. My friend Ileana Jones over at Hamner Real Estate is the seller's agent. 1.7 asking price. That's 1.7 million individual dollars. High Forest, right there off McFarland. Okay, next up, this is Bessemer, and I'm not really interested in that. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, back in Tuscaloosa now. Tuscaloosa City East, 3104 35th Street East. No subdivision. Gotta love that. Don't have a lot of opportunities for that, Tuscaloosa. House and 2 acres. 2 1/3 acres. 2.33. It's built in 1978. I would still sign the lead-based paint disclosure form. Even though it was built in 1978, I would just sign it anyway. In case you were ever audited for that, you would have it. Or if it was wrong, you know, that long ago, it could have been 77 or 76. 2,800 square foot, big home. Need to consider what your carry cost would be. Chris Hewitt over at Keller Williams, never met him, is the seller's agent, and they're asking $269 even for that one. Alright, next up we're in Coker, Alabama, which is Highway 82 West out of Northport. 13885 Upper Columbus Road. You're actually, the main Coker is on the left side of Highway 82. Upper Columbus Road is if you take a right off of 82 in the Coker area. 1-level home, no subdivision, built in 1964, so it needs lead-based paint disclosure forms, and it's mid-century. 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, 2,800 square feet. It's a big home. Jessica Holland, Southern Homes of Tuscaloosa, is the seller's agent for this one, and they're asking $360 grand. Oh, by the way, this is a house and a full acre and a fifth, so 1.19 is the acreage for that one. $360,000. All right, next up, back in Tuscaloosa City Central, 312 32nd Place East, Belvedere Place. It's an original city subdivision. A lot of older homes. This one was built in 1960, and this is a rental listing actually. 1 level, 3 bed, 2 bath, $1,700 a month. Pets are allowed. Jared Gray at Keller Williams is the seller's agent, or the seller's leasing agent for that one. And like I said, it's $1,700 a month, and that is in Belvedere Place. I believe it's up University Boulevard East. Or Hargrove. There's so many of the original city subdivisions, hard to keep up with. When you're not smart, just lucky, like I am. Okay, next up, Northport City, 2709 31st Avenue Way. Crestdale subdivision, I'm not super familiar with that. 1 level, 4 bed, 2 full bath, built in 1960. So you got another one that's mid-century, needs lead-based paint disclosure. It does look like it's been painted and well kept on the exterior from the photos. It's a larger home, 2,019 square feet. Crestmont Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School, zoning. Holly Richardson over at eXp Realty is the seller's agent for this one, and she's got it priced at $339 even, $339,000. Okay, next up, still in Northport, 5313 Easton Lane, Clear Creek Colony subdivision, one level, built in 2006. So this one's actually turn of the century, not quite 20 years old yet. 1,330 square feet. It's a moderate size to smaller. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Hannah Hall, eXp Realty is the seller's agent, and they're asking $265 for that one. So affordable, Northport City. All right, next up, what do we got here? Mr. Chris Lee over at Realty South is the seller's agent for this one. 322 Short 24th Avenue East. This is Tuscaloosa City East for sure. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1 level in the Pine subdivision. It's very popular or well known. It's an original city subdivision. This one's 1,260 square feet, so it's smaller, but you know, over 1,000. 0.13 is the asking. 0.13 is the acreage for this one, so just over 1/10 of an acre. And they're asking $195,000 for this. It was built in 2005 as well. Most of the homes in that area are going to be much older, but this one is turn of the century, which is good. Helps it hold its value. Alright, next up, we're back in Tuscaloosa City Central, 1522 13th Street. So this is almost on campus, very close, definitely downtown, historic, I'm sure. It was built in 1940, so it's an older home. It's got the historic credentials, I'm sure. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,076 square feet. So it's a larger floor plan. Alice Maxwell, Keller Williams, she's the owner of that company and top producer there. Asking $749,000 for that one. $749,000. All right, I think this is one. Yeah, that's it. That's it for today. Okay, so some good listings to consider. Like I said, I really think this is a good opportunity for investors, you know, to kind of have an edge, as well as a full-time broker. You know, if we see a listing, we could go check it out right away. So let me show you what's going on here at the airport today. Beautiful view. Beautiful view. Let me get my check stub. A few clouds in the sky. Oh, look, look, look. Boom. Don't you love it? Airplane just landed. That was perfect timing. How about that? How about that? That's I have property there we're developing. 6 airplane hangars. Could be for cars, could be for motorcycles, and then of course we got retail space as well. So yeah, as usual, I'm live from the store. It's my new construction showcase here. My dad working with customers as usual. Okay, that's it. Perfect time when we saw the airplane land. Don't forget to call my sponsored lender, Ryan Perrenoud. He and his wife make a great team when it's your time to purchase and you need mortgage information. He and I make a great team with me as your buyer's agent and him as the lending. They're involved every step of the way now, especially with the seller's market that we deal with all the time. You really got to have your answers right there, you know, to compete or secure a home. And So yeah, got my hair cut, looking like my granddaddy more and more every day. If you know Bruce Skelton, I got it, so I look just like him. Okay, sayonara.